Morning.
Welcome to the morning show.
Yeah.
The Big Show with Glenn and Angel on Kiss 92.
Good morning.
Sometimes getting out of bed in the morning is a lot to deal with all at once.
That's not the only thing that's hard to deal with sometimes. I hate it when this happens. Not that Dr. Geraldine Tan is here, but let me give her a proper welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Award-winning psychologist from the therapy room, Dr. Geraldine Tan!
Good morning. What was that all about?
And back to what I mentioned just now, a bit difficult sometimes. Just as the camera came on and the mics came on, all of a sudden, tummy ache.
Oh, wow. Okay. Bye, Glenn.
Okay, we'll see you. I'll continue talking to
Wait, hold on. Let me
Dr.
close my eyes
Geraldine
for a while and just focus. Sometimes
Oh
the
my
feeling
gosh.
goes away.
I thought you was
Okay, I
gonna
can carry on again. I can carry on again.
No.
I can carry on again. Haven't you been in that situation before?
Yeah, but we don't share it with the rest of the world.
Well,
It's something you keep quiet.
of late, we've been creating history on this show. So there. For the very, very first time.
Thanks, Glenn.
Okay, I'm okay now. I'm okay now. I don't have
The
to go
moment has
anymore.
passed.
She bought Polar Curry Puffs, that's why. Polar Curry Puffs.
I did buy Polar. Don't blame the curry puffs on your stomach
Curry Puffs
situation.
and coffee. Okay, anyway.
All right, Dr. Geraldine Han. Speaking of nerves in the
Stress.
tummy and stress,
Yes,
and
yes.
getting all up in knots. It's PSLE season coming up.
It is, and happy birthday, Singapore. That's where I got my inspiration. Not everybody. Different people were holding up their placards, talking about different things. But one thing struck me was so many kids actually write, "I want to pass my PSLE.
Oh,
I want
really?
an easy PSLE." I was like, what is this about PSLE?
They're trying to pass messages on to the powers that be. That's clearly what it
They're
is.
probably feeling like they've got tummy aches and wanting to go to the toilet as well.
Maybe it is true. That's why it was quite apt that you brought it up. But I'm going to challenge the listeners and the viewers today by letting us know what you tell your children. So we're going to role play, and I'm going to play the kid and you're going to play the parent. So we want our listeners to go on either YouTube or Facebook. Why
You really want to play the
You
kid?
said role play.
Yeah, you can be the parent too if you want. Are you feeling
I'll
left
spank my
out?
kid.
Did you expect that?
No, but I mean, Glenn has this superpower. He's able to turn everything into something else.
What was it all about?
Well, you said you want to play the kid.
Role play.
Even worse.
Oh no.
Yeah, poor choice of words. All right, let's
Okay.
try again. Okay. Yes, so we're going to pretend that you are my
Oh,
child.
well,
Glenn has nothing to do with this.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
out. I'm out.
He's out.
Single
Yes.
parent.
Yeah. I'm bringing you up.
Yes. So the listeners and viewers are gonna help us. They're gonna type in what they tell their children, or if there's a WhatsApp, what they tell their children during to study, and how they
Encourage.
They doesn't have to be encouraged.
Oh.
It's just sharing, how they tell the children to study or what they say at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then,
all right.
I'll play the annoying kid.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do that on the Big Show TV.
Okay. Meantime, here's Alex Warren and Jelly Roll, Bloodline. It threw me off when you said Big Show TV. I'm like, let's continue this on the Big Show TV. You said it already.
Sorry.
No worries. No.
It's okay. You threw us off all.
That's true. Once in a while, throw me off. Okay.
Okay. Exam stress, right? So mental and physical tension experienced before or during the exam due to the pressure to perform well. So that's the definition of exam stress.
Okay.
Yeah, but it can occur just before, but before is a very subjective term also. So we do see the children, the second they start, or the day they start P6, they are already stressed.
Leading up to, right? Even primary 5,
Yeah.
they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to primary 6, and that's like super serious. You got to take
Yeah.
things really seriously now.
Because the teachers and the parents are saying next year is PSLE year, next year is PSLE. So they keep being told that PSLE is coming. It's like a
Performance
imminent
anxiety.
No, it's
Do
like
or die.
Imminent like a disaster waiting to happen.
But why though? Why are they feeling like that? I mean, unless they know the consequences if they don't do well. So the consequences could be
Not
their
moving
future
on. Yeah.
is going to be affected, or they're going to get like scolding from the parents or punished by the parents or something.
I mean, I don't get why there has to be such big emphasis on. I think this is a discussion that they've had, in Parliament and wherever it is.
Yep.
So much emphasis on primary 6 when it's just another year to move forward. You know what I mean? From primary 1 going through to secondary 4, it's just year after year after year after year, and you progress as it is. You know, why does it have to be so stressful?
I mean, the government have their own explanation, so we're not here to discuss about
No,
that.
but why?
Exactly.
You know,
Does
why
she look
should-
like Chan Chun
No,
Sing?
no, no. What I'm saying is, why do the parents and the teachers put so much emphasis on it when it is just another year that you pass to go on? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Minus all the labels of the PSLE and the GCSEs and all that. It's just moving forward, right?
But it is a major exam that determines which direction you go towards. So the parents and the teachers, well, the teachers for the KPI, which is true, and the parents, for them it is a major exam that they don't want their children not to
pass.
Do well in
Okay.
is to do well.
I want to
They
argue
wanna-
with this
they
because
want to be proud of
no,
their kids.
I know,
you
but
see,
to
so-
me, because
No,
if
they
you
are
don't
proud.
pass primary 3 or 5 or sec 1 or 2, you don't move forward as well. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So every year, to me, needs to have the same sort of emphasis, and then the kids don't get so stressed out. That's what I'm saying.
Sure, but then that is like a crossroad of their
Yeah.
academic career.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they don't pass that,
The
then
express,
which
the normal
area,
stream and-
do
But
they go
not
to
all
what?
kids. I mean, we're not. I don't think it's the majority. Not all kids are stressed out. They know because the importance has already been emphasized by their teachers, their
Parents,
parents, and all that. But I don't think all of them get stressed out.
I think it's the majority of kids that get stressed out and the minority that don't.
No lah.
Yes,
What
it
do you
is.
think,
It's
Jerry?
a huge
Majority.
thing.
Many of them actually are very stressed.
I think
very
it's majority.
anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's so much emphasis placed on that one examination. Yeah. So your PSLE, your O levels, your A levels. Before that, and in that year, we get a lot of students, panicking.
Right.
So it's very strange. Today is only Tuesday, but yesterday I had a whole lot of 12-year-olds, panicking, going back to school because they don't want to go back to school. It's almost their prelims. It's almost PSLE.
Maul says, I tell my kids that the PSLE is the most useless qualification as an adult because in foreign
Yeah.
MNCs, the leadership doesn't even know what a PSLE is. Those who are really successful don't use that as a bragging right.
Okay, but
know,
why?
it's
Why?
true.
Why would Mol? If I were a parent, I wouldn't tell my kids that.
No, this is obviously post PSLE, right? Her kids
Yeah.
are already grown up.
Oh, I thought you were telling me Mol told her kids when they were
She
taking their
tells the
PSLE.
kids. No, I'm sure she told them
Okay,
after.
that's good.
I'm sure
That's
she.
good. Because sometimes
Yeah.
kids, you need to, just keep certain things away from them. Because if you tell them, let's say PSLE
not
is
important,
useless, at
yeah,
that
they're
point-
not gonna do
yeah,
well.
Exactly.
Like, why should you study?
Kids will
if
be
it's-
kids, right?
Yeah.
I
agree.
But yeah, I mean, some kids I think are very mature for their age. Yeah, not like I think when I was a kid, I was a very immature kid. I know it's hard to believe, but I was an extremely playful kid.
Really?
Yeah, I think I only stopped playing like
Never.
when I was in pre-U.
Never.
Doesn't he remind you of Peter Pan?
he reminds me of a child every day.
No, then when I met my first girlfriend, that's when I stopped playing because everything became serious.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
You sound so sad.
I know. So now I'm happy.
Okay.
After years and years,
Okay.
I've learned my lesson.
So Matthew says tomorrow the PSLE oral starts. So soon.
Yes,
Wow.
the prelims are over already. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 and 14 August. Yes.
August.
What is this? The PSLE.
Oral is
exam.
tomorrow.
So English and the mother tongue.
Mother tongue.
I was very good. Oral.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I was fantastic as well.
Okay. Stand by. We're going for a traffic update.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the AYE towards at the Clementi Road entrance, an accident. Also on the BKE towards the PIE before Bukit Panjang Road, another accident. On the TPE towards the PIE before Punggol Road, avoid lane 2, yet another accident. Let us know if you have any information on those situations. It's 885550
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room. And just to let you know, at 8:30 we have the news. This is new. All right, so don't think the segment is over. Stay with us because the show goes on The Big Show TV. Okay. Anyway, Jerry, we're talking about pointing fingers today. Who's responsible for making primary 6 students all stressed out, and also who? The father or the mother?
So it's not just primary 6, we're talking about exam stress. So, children that go through exams and they are stressed. It was just initiated or just triggered by the whole placard that was used during NDP.
where they had their wishes, right?
Yes,
on the
yes.
card.
Do you like that? I thought that was a very risky thing.
Yeah. I guess they had to vet the placards before the camera actually panned to it, with binoculars. Let's see what this person says, because
I'm
it
sure.
could have been anything,
Yeah,
right?
they could have written rubbish.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure some of them did. I'm sure some.
I'm
of them
sure,
did.
yeah.
Yes. The minority, not the majority.
Yes.
Minority, for
But
sure.
I like the one that says, "I want to eat mee siam."
Oh, did someone say that?
I caught sight
Was
of
the
that.
person fat?
Oh gosh, I was noticing the placard and
Not the person.
Anyways, yes. How does it look like? How does stress look like? The examination stress. Okay, so we have emotional ones where they are irritable, they are anxious. That one we can see. They're a little bit restless, and the mood swings. Oh my goodness, the mood swings. They, 1 minute they are okay, and the next minute they just flare up at the parents.
And they're almost teens as well. So you can
Yeah,
imagine even
yeah,
more so with
yeah.
raging
All the
hormones
teens,
and
right?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the physical signs, you have your stomach aches, like what Glenn
There you go.
had, your headaches,
Sweaty palms.
sweaty palms, exhaustion. So some of them say, I'm tired. They just keep complaining about being tired all the time.
Because you're emotionally drained as well.
It is true. It is true. And studying is actually a very effortful exercise, if we don't know that already.
And if you don't know your stuff as well. Right? I mean, if you know your stuff, it becomes easy. If you don't, then it becomes so much of an effort.
Actually, those that can't be bothered are not tired at all. It's like, okay, I'll do or die, feel.
Are you talking about me?
When did you have that attitude? Where,
I did.
yeah, where you didn't really give two hoots?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You wish you could go back?
I'll just go help my father in his business.
Do you wish you could go back and do your exams again?
No. That was, it was fun, but
You're done.
but, yeah, know, I don't know how to explain it. It was a fun time, but I'm having a lot more fun now.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go back. So, stresses are good, because it puts a little bit of pressure. It gives you that energy. It gives you a bit more motivation to get to the end point. But we're talking about too much.
Too much stress, yeah, which
we're
is
talking
never
about
good.
over, and they push themselves a bit too hard.
Okay, let's continue to talk to Jerry on The Big Show TV because we've got to break for the news in just a while. It's 8:20.
Kiss 92 time check.
Okay.
So yes, cognitive science where they cannot focus. So sometimes they are reading and then rereading the same line, and they go like, "Yeah, I
don't
thought
get it."
Yeah, or they say, "I thought I read it before already, and then I'm still reading it again." So sometimes
It's not going in.
Yeah, difficulty concentrating, the forgetfulness, or the negative thinking. So many of them are very black and white. They say it's either I complete all my topics and I do very well, or I cannot do it halfway, it means I fail. So that's the extreme. Or I must do. So there's this absolute. So a lot of very flawed thinking, or what we call negative thinking. And then the last one is the behavioral signs that we see, that parents can see. Procrastination, changes in the sleep or eating habits, or not wanting to join the family, not wanting to join the friends. Now, coming to the procrastination, this is a very interesting point where after COVID we see a lot more where students actually go to their phones, doom scroll, and they get scolded.
Right.
But actually, they just feel like I don't want to do my work, so they distract themselves.
It's the escape, right?
Because
It's the
school is no
escape.
fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if school was fun, people would absorb more. And I mean, if it was taught in a different way, you know, like I remember I used to tell my kids, like for history lessons and things like that, go watch the movie based on that. Because sometimes visually you remember more of the facts than when you have to sit there and read a book.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and things like math and, okay, maybe not science, but math is all factual. So if you understand it, nothing changes.
Yes.
So it becomes difficult. I was terrible at maths, but I only realized after that math never changes.
Never
It never changes,
Yeah.
right? But if
Yeah.
you understand it, then you become a genius at it.
Yep.
You know, and it's all about understanding and science.
You can actually do experiments.
Yeah.
And that stays in your head.
Yeah.
You
It's
see, we're just thinking about the subjects right now, but based on what I have discovered over the years, parents these days get their kids involved in extracurricular activities as
Yes.
well. They have,
So much.
outside of their work, they have music classes,
Dance classes,
dance
swim.
classes. Or golf,
Martial
for
arts.
example, martial arts, so they're trying to get their kids to be all-rounders.
Yep.
But I feel it's a bit too much as well, because the poor child, I mean, tires out after a while. Like, they barely have time to do their homework, and now they've got 101 different things.
Piano.
Yeah. No, it's true. It is true.
Yeah. Actually, I had the chance to
To
up-
take piano,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, my mom even bought it. No,
Oh
It
dear,
was like
you know how
bought- oh,
pricey
actually, it was
pianos
organ.
are?
Sorry, not the piano.
Oh, okay.
She wanted me to
Okay.
play the organ. I said yes.
church?
Registered me like at Yamaha and
School, yeah.
Yamaha school. Bought the organ. And I had like I didn't like going to Yamaha because there were so many kids. Just like
So you
I
had a
like private
private
classes.
tutor?
Yeah, so she got for me a private tutor. After 3 times, I told my mom I don't want. So she had to sell the organ.
And you regret that?
Yeah, I
you
should have
regret
just
it.
like
You can still carry on.
because my friends wanted to play football. So I'm like, I'd rather go and play football than
Then play the
But
piano.
yeah, these little things. So what I'm trying to say here is, parents, sometimes you need to force your kid. If my
Parents,
mom had
sometimes you-
forced me to play the organ, now I'll be able to play the organ.
But you see, I feel like you were not interested in it at that time, and no amount of forcing would have made you enjoy it, at all.
But I was a kid, no. So they say kids are like sponges, right? Maybe I would have
this
just
is
like,
true as well.
okay, I don't like it, but and become a organ genius. Okay, coming up.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE towards Changi before Engneo Avenue, look out for a broken down vehicle. Also on the CTE, a situation before Yio Chu Kang Road in the direction of the SLE. An accident has been spotted. Wherever you are this Tuesday morning, please stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It's Dr. Geraldine Tan Day today because it's Therapy Tuesday. Morning, Jerry.
It
Good
is.
morning. I was just mulling over, what you just mentioned about, forcing the kid.
Yeah, sometimes parents need to force their kids to do certain things, like take
I
up music classes and stuff like that, because later on in life, like me, I'm regretting that my mom allowed me to give up, so easily, like organ lessons and all that.
So okay, put academics aside, right? Beyond academics, we have the arts, you have the sports, you have the creatives, and all sorts of creative works, right? And I think it is important for us to listen to our children what do they enjoy. So for you, right, your mom listened to you. She exposed you to the organ.
I mean, I
to
love her for
music.
that. She always
Yeah.
listens to me.
Yeah. So and you hear yourself say that you actually enjoy soccer more. And look at you now, you are enjoying golf. We enjoy your posts, where you're out playing golf and everything.
I don't think I could ever picture you sitting at a piano and just playing. I'd rather you go out there and be active. And that's
That's when I'm alone with my date. Then I'll play either the piano or the organ.
Oh, well. And impress them.
Yes, but you're more a sports person, and that's where your motivation
excel.
comes from. So sometimes if we just touch a little bit on motivation, right? Motivation is when you are excited and you give yourself that energy because of that end point that you want to reach. You give yourself that energy, and therefore you reach that destination on your own. But when parents force, what happens? You deplete each other of energy.
Yeah.
You go and play the piano, go and do this, and both get upset, both get angry. I didn't like play the piano, and I was banging on the piano. So, wasted energy there, right? At the end of the day, do I pass all my exams? I passed my exams.
But did you enjoy it? Not at all.
No. And there are more instruments than one instrument.
Okay, all right. It's just that I'm not good at golf. Would have been so much better if I had taken lessons as a kid. Okay, it's time for us to go for a news break with Jamit Singh. Meantime, here's N- with Echoes. N- with Echoes on Kiss 92.
Does it have no H?
No.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Is
N-.
Is it N hyphen?
And hyphen,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No, it's in
Hyphen? No, it's in hyphen. Maybe it was
Where's
spelled
the-
wrongly. It
let's-
was probably spelled wrongly. There's an H, is there?
Spelt wrongly?
Spelled wrong.
Spelt wrongly? Who spelled it wrongly?
I don't know.
Boss, find out who spelled it wrongly.
Oh no, we do not
can't-
penalize
You
for
can't
one
spell
tiny thing.
name of the artist incorrectly. Okay, anyway. Okay,
Yes.
where were we?
No, actually, it wasn't spelled wrongly. It is N hyphen, but
There you
pronounced
go.
N hyphen.
Is it official?
According to the girls,
I don't know. Nobody
it's
knows.
Official. It's official.
Nobody knows
It's
how
official.
to. Okay, fine.
Okay.
And hyphen then.
Enough time spent on this.
Yes,
The
yes.
names these artists come up with these days, I tell you, really. It's the most challenging thing
It
these
is,
days.
yeah. Sure.
The names of the artists. Half the time is like we're pronouncing their names incorrectly.
Because they're
Anyway.
using upside down letters, numbers as letters, and
Well, it's like
sorts.
the Dior and the Porsche, and so some people say Porsche. I don't know what else.
I think both are.
No,
both are
that's
well
all
done.
right. Porsche.
Yeah. Porsche and
Porsche.
Porsche. Yeah.
Porsche. You know, I'm the
Okay.
car expert now.
Oh,
yo.
You know, whenever we do awards and all that, you have to go
You
through
have
the
to, yeah.
and pronounce the.
That's true. That's
like
true.
it's not Jaguar. It's not Jaguar. It's Jaguar. It's Jaguar.
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 We're having
Lessons. Yes.
English lessons, pronunciation lessons. Yes, not very motivated with that one.
We have Yarim that says, we can just say that when parents force us, it's maybe a projection of what they wanted to be or do when they were younger.
Possible. So we have spoken about that before. Sometimes parents feel that they have missed their chance, and they actually say it. They say, "I've already missed my chance. I want the best for you. So you better study hard, and you have you don't be like me." So you hear that script. Thank you for that, because you hear that script, and it's a reflection of the parents' own history and what they felt that they have lost, and they want to make up for it.
Rachel says, how early can we prepare our kids emotionally for exams? As soon as they're born.
Emotionally?
As soon as they're born. It's like soon as they pop out.
Actually, every day is an exam, right? Every day to
It's a
me
test?
is a test, and
No, but it shouldn't be. Poor child.
You know, a friend of mine is sending his child, who's 3 years old, to kindergarten already. It's like an
that's
early.
No, it's preschool.
They're 3 years old.
3, 4, 5.
That's
No,
too
that's
early.
correct. So
N1, N2.
N1, N2, nursery is 3 and 4, K1, K2, and then primary 1.
But it's horrible, right,
It
Jerry?
is.
Come on. As a psychologist, and you work with parents and children and all that.
It's
3
too
is
early,
too
yeah.
early.
I was thinking about that, and for a number of years, I also contest that. But we are in urban Singapore. What else is there?
But
to
you know what?
do?
In like
Look
5 years,
after the
10 years from
child.
now, it'll be 2. At the age of 2,
But they
the
already
kid is
put
going to be.
at
They already put kids in 18 months.
Yes.
So I
At
walk
18
past
months.
these PAP schools and all that at
Yes.
the HDBs, right? And I
Yes.
was walking past all these little kids, and what I saw I didn't like, but I know what the reason is. They were all tied together on a string with the teacher on one side and
Yes.
another carer on the other side,
Yes.
and they were all so tiny. So I asked one of the teachers. I said, "How old are they?" She was between 18 months and 3. I'm like, wow, they're tiny. They're like so small.
Yeah.
And they were all just walking along with their little
Waddling.
I'm like, yeah, waddling almost. Some could barely walk. It's like, wow, but that's more daycare. I feel that's not school.
So that's because
It's not tested
It's a
school.
turn off, for me.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, it's too
tested.
early though.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's why more and more, people don't want to have kids anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of
They-
what they see.
No, not just that. They don't have time to look after the children, and as such, they put. I've got no disrespect for people who have to work, or no
Yeah.
offense to anyone who has double income. You have to work. Singapore is an expensive country, but I feel like putting kids so early in.
But where else do they put?
Yeah, they don't have
So-
anyone else to depend on, right?
So many of the colleagues, when they deliver and they want to come back to work, they
Yeah.
put the children in infant care.
yeah.
Then why are they having kids anyway? I mean, I know the government is asking us to have kids and our country depends on it and all that. But, most of the people I see with kids don't even look like they're enjoying themselves. So what's the point?
Very good question. So
Dr. Jerry?
this is for
It's like
for
buying
the
a
parents.
pet and leaving the pet in
Daycare
daycare
all day.
Oh, no.
all day and collecting the pet at the end of the
Well,
week.
it's kind of the same thing. It is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
There's also lots of parents that leave their kids with their grandparents all
Yeah.
week and then pick them up on the weekend, or vice
Yep.
versa, right?
Yep. So weekend parents. So
Weekend parents,
We
yeah.
do hear that, and many of these parents do feel guilty, for that sort of lifestyle. But in order to make ends meet, and we're talking about the sandwich generation again.
But Glenn has a valid question though.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
I
have children if you?
I don't mean it like
In a bad
an
way, yeah.
insult to anyone or the government or what, because I completely understand the
Yep.
economic implications if we do not what do you call procreate, if we don't increase our population, But what I mean is, even if you're going to have a kid, you need to enjoy yourself. You need to take good care of your children. You need to spend quality time with them.
Yeah.
But that is not
These
happening.
days doesn't allow you to.
So
because
why?
of
I
the
mean, you have
work, yeah.
kids, then you have less money, and then you quarrel about money,
and then you break up,
and then,
and then you have
single parent, and then
No, it's true.
It's happening so often.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, so for the individual or the couple to think about why they are having children or why they want to have children. Yeah, and this is something that we would want couples to discuss beforehand,
Right.
and not have the child and then think about it.
Why you had.
Yeah.
So Matthew says, Glenn, it is societal expectations, which is true because you get married, you have children, you become grandparents. That is what the natural progression of life, as we have been taught since we were children, is, right?
Yep.
You grow up aiming to get married to a good person.
Yep.
Then both of you settle down. Then both of you have 3 kids, white picket fence, 2 dogs. It's that whole image of what is meant to be, and people still have that traditional mindset. And then she's right. Don't think about that, but think about why. Or if
The
you can,
reason.
or if you can
Yeah.
even afford it.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
give the time to. Yeah.
Otherwise, you would be very miserable, or you would struggle because you cannot afford.
Yarim says, isn't it the desire to have our offspring coded in our genetics? Which is also true, because you see 2 good-looking people, you're like, oh my goodness, they would have great-looking kids. That kind of mindset.
But usually 2 good-looking people, they have kids. The kids will turn out ugly.
Skip the
It's what-
generation.
Is that scientifically proven?
It's like you got your uncle's genes. The one that's not related to us.
No, I guess what we're saying is it's not always the case.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Don't experiment just like that.
Yeah. But when you have your kids, I also would say, in today's context, don't put your expectations on the children.
Yeah.
And importantly, I think, the part about societal expectations. So the expectations of grades, results.
Yeah.
We don't want to put those expectations
On your
the
child.
kids.
Yeah.
Man, if I had a kid would be so spoiled.
Yeah, you keep saying
We
yes.
keep, we
Oh
keep
my
hearing
God, that's
that.
right.
We keep hearing that.
That's
yes.
why I don't have kids.
We should just get a pretend kid and let him spoil the child. Anyone want to donate a child?
I don't even have a godchild. Can you believe it?
Oh,
Good for me.
we'll find you one.
Yeah. No, thanks.
No.
Okay, traffic.
And those were your news headlines. Read more at straitstimes.com.
Kiss 92 traffic.
If you happen to be on the PIE heading towards Changi, a couple of problem spots. 2 vehicles have broken down. One just before Lornie Road and the other before Eng Neo Avenue. And if you're on the AYE heading towards Tuas after Benoi Road, causing quite a bit of backup to Jurong Pier Road. Avoid lane 3 because of an accident. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room.
Yes.
If you need someone to talk to, I think Jerry and her team, they're amazing. So go look them up at the Therapy Room, okay?
So we're talking about exam stress, and Eng CY came on our Facebook and said it can be even more stressful for parents with neurodivergent children, especially those given PSLE access arrangements. For neurodivergent children.
More difficult. I guess they have their challenges. Definitely. They
Okay, wait,
will
what
have
exactly is neurodivergent?
Neurodivergent, they have learning disorders, or they have neuro disorders. They have
Like dyslexia, ADHD.
ADHD, autism. Yeah, so Down syndrome, hearing hearing loss. Yeah, so they have different needs that need accesses. So they have special arrangement. Accesses are special arrangements that are permitted.
And kudos to the caregivers and the parents of these neurodivergent, children.
Do they go to regular school? They do. And if they go to special schools, do they also have exams like PSLE or exams at all?
So I don't think the special schools do. They follow some of the curriculum, but I don't think they have PSLE. But our students that are a little bit more lower in their needs, that are in the mainstream school,
they will
go through the PSLE.
But amazing parents, right?
Yeah.
Who have to take care of these children with special needs.
Not easy at all, yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
So keep up the good work. I think they need to be encouraged on a daily basis because it's so hard.
Yeah.
So those that have just heard us say excesses, so medical conditions, you go to your doctors. If let's say it is a learning disorder or a mental health condition, you go to a psychologist for your testings. But by now, it is a bit too late for your PSLE and your O-levels, so please don't come to us and say do last minute work. For those that are doing your O-levels, A-levels, PSLE next year, you come to us this year, and then we'll do the testing for you, and you get your report at the end of it. Yeah, so you submit it to MOE. Oh, no, not MOE, SEAB.
What's
What?
SEAB?
The examinations board.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
That's EB, examination. I'm kidding.
I forgot.
All right, let's continue to talk to Jerry on The Big Show TV. Meantime, here's Dua Lipa with Houdini on Kiss 92.
Singapore Examinations and Assessment Board.
Okay, thank you.
Exam board. That's it.
Should that be across the board, like for all schools? Or you're talking about just for people with special needs or what?
So so they oversee the examinations in Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, and national examinations in Singapore. So if you require any sort of access arrangements, it goes through them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Yep. So yes, for the parents with neurodivergent children, it is a lot more challenging, but it doesn't diminish the challenges the parents have with
Of course.
Just being a parent, right?
mainstream kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who can be very sassy and give you attitude.
Absolutely.
also.
They have their own challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, look
yeah.
at Glenn. You said you were a problem child. You said I was naughty.
I did not
and this
say
and
I was a
that.
problem child.
You kind of did. You said you were naughty. You were playful. This
I
and
said
that.
I was very playful.
Yeah, your mom was saying you were a problem. I'm joking.
No,
I'm not a problem
you need
child.
to interview my mom one of these days. How about that?
I would
Hey,
love to meet your
actually,
mom. Yeah,
it would be so fun.
It would be a lot of fun.
Okay, she's going to celebrate her 80th birthday next year. So I'm like, Mom, I'll get a hotel ballroom,
Yeah.
invite your
Nearest
brothers
and
and
dearest,
sisters,
yeah.
and of course all my cousins and all that. A good 50 of them.
Yeah.
Right? And because she's got a big family. And my mom being my mom?
No.
I don't want. I'm like, I'm going to surprise you. I hate surprises.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
want. Let's just go out. You, your brother, and me.
She
I'm
sounds like
"Come
my mom as
on."
well.
It's
My
like,
mom would hate that.
it's number 80. So I don't know.
You should
Ah.
be celebrating her 79th. The year just before she goes into her 80. That'll be a surprise.
But then it's over already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in April.
What a shame.
Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So for her birthday present, maybe I'll get her to come in the studio and then I interview her. I grill her.
Oh, for the first time in 30 years?
No, you girls grill her.
Okay.
I'll just sit back and relax. But of course, she won't want that either.
Yeah, I was just about
Why,
to say.
all you moms, okay, if your kids want to spoil you, just let your bloody kids spoil you. What's wrong with you? Right not? Huh?
Yes,
That's
I
all we
agree.
want.
I
We-
agree.
We just want to spoil our parents, right?
And it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just spoil them without telling them. Just take her to the restaurant and arrange everything without telling her.
Okay.
Yeah, do it. Now that you've
tried
mentioned it on
before.
national radio.
Okay. I know she's not listening now, though. Oh,
Brothers
maybe
and
she
sisters
is.
maybe are.
Mom.
He's really very naughty.
Yeah, see? I'm not the only one. No. Peter Pan.
My mom and I have a very special relationship, and I think sometimes it's a good thing. We can argue with each other. I can be rude to her, then she'll just turn. That's pushing it a little bit.
And then
Okay,
you know,
sorry,
okay.
no. Okay.
That's
Pull
don't
back.
pass the line.
Yeah, I'm your mom. I'm not okay. All right,
Ayo, really
but
Naughty.
we don't hold grudges. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah.
She is a very, very generous person. Okay. Anyways, tips for students.
Okay, come.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah,
I
so
don't know why I get bored when we talk about children. I thought we were
you
going to talk
don't
about
have
something
your
a
own.
bit saucier today.
Like sex.
You almost turned it upside down again.
Okay.
Yes, but okay, we have tips for students and for the parents. Okay, so for the students, please break your study materials into tinier chunks. A lot of them love to just take everything wholesale, and you go like, how do you not get overwhelmed and stressed by the volume, by the sheer volume?
You know what the problem is? They start too late. They start a week before. They're like, oh my God, I've got exams next week. And then they try and cram everything. And
That
that's why
is
they call
true.
it cramming, right?
Yes.
Should be doing it as
Yes.
soon as you learn it. I can speak, but I never did that.
I never did
I always
that
crammed. I
also.
did last minute. But I mean, hindsight, we have good advice to give
Yes.
to those that are going through it now, although they will never listen.
It is true.
They will never
so
listen.
Even though they cram, they would still need to break it up into
Yeah.
little chunks and to take breaks. So they panic, right? Because it's last minute studying. They don't take breaks. They think, I got no time. No time. I say you spend more time panicking than if you give yourself some breaks, and they use different study methods. All the different study methods that you're taught, there are some that you would prefer. Some would tap, some would highlight, some would listen. Use those methods. Don't just blindly read through everything from A to Z.
That's the worst.
Yeah, and stop comparing yourself. Stop. There's no comparison. It's your work and your material and you.
Parents
You
need to
know?
stop comparing as well.
That is
Parents
true.
are always like, oh, did you see how your cousin did? Or did you see how your sister or brother did? They got this. They're in that school, you know?
But
They
I
need to
find
stop that.
Nowadays, the modern day, the students do that themselves. They compare. And I'm not sure whether it's also fueled by, social
Media, yeah.
Because they compare. What do they compare? On IG, they compare if the friend has completed a certain assignment or worksheet or whatever it is. You go like, why are you on your IG comparing all these? Such a waste of time.
Yeah.
Can you just delete
Take the
it
phone away,
first?
yeah.
So they compare rather than the parents compare. And, this is an interesting one. So this is put in by my interns. Stay hydrated and avoid excessive caffeine.
Oh, yeah, caffeine is a big thing.
Interesting.
Especially the energy drinks among the kids.
Yes, so there's
these
something
days.
called the Monster drink now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No,
Kids
Monster
should not be
so worse.
drinking Monster.
So they do Monster,
Or
they
Prime.
do Prime, they do
Yes.
Red Bull, they
Why?
do all that.
Are they buying it on their own or their parents are buying
No,
it?
they're buying
No,
on
they're
their
buying
own.
Oh my God.
so
Because it's
easily
not
accessible.
alcohol.
Yes.
You can buy
Yes.
it.
It's the
Yes.
worst.
It's the worst. So much
Yeah.
sugar and
Yes.
it's terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sugar also. I
Stay
would add.
hydrated. I say stay hydrated. Cut the caffeine and the sugar and deactivate social media accounts.
They will
Just
never
for the
listen.
period.
They will
No,
never
they will
listen.
never.
Yeah.
If I were a kid, I would not listen
You
to
say
this.
stay hydrated, meaning drink more water.
Water
It's
is
like-
boring. Yeah, exactly. I want a Coke or I want a soda,
Yes, yeah.
It's, yeah.
But there's so many different non-sugared drinks out there. They don't have to.
boring. Like Prime is done by this one of the Logan brothers or something like that,
Yeah.
right? And Monster is cool because it's associated to all the sports.
Yep,
So it's
yep,
Red
yep.
Bull.
Unless you drink cool
gaming.
water. lah.
Cool.
So I only drink Voss these days.
Oh
Seriously.
yeah, no water of any
No.
sort. Even if you drink that, what's that
No,
water?
I know,
the-
but you see, the kids have got to find it appealing. You got to give them a reason. Like,
Liquid-
okay, all the other waters are, not cool.
You know
but
what water
Voss
is
water
in now?
cool.
Liquid death. Liquid death is water.
You see, I know it's
You-
but I don't like the name.
Yeah.
Liquid death.
Yes.
It's like, no.
Yes.
They're serving it at bars. They're doing it, but it's doing really well.
It's water.
It's water. Yes.
Called liquid death.
Yes.
Yes.
One of
It's
these
water.
days, someone's going to put poison in there, and truly, it'll be liquid death.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
So that's for the.
Okay, we go back on
students.
air and you.
Okay. Okay.
One last talk set. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 9:30.
Huh? 9:30.
That's Craig David with Insomnia right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. We are with Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room.
Hey. So we did the tips for students. Now it's tips for parents, which is very apt. We're on air. So for the parents, besides listening out to your friend, listening out to your kids, not comparing, I actually want to highlight this to parents. Encourage your child to have balanced routine of rest and recreation.
Okay.
So a lot of times parents tend to push and say, have you studied? And the kids will say, yes, I have, or they will feel very overwhelmed. But parents forget to encourage them to have rest and play. And that is something that the child needs in order for the brain to actually consolidate what they have learned.
Scheduling.
Yeah.
I think schedule
So
playtime, schedule
yeah.
rest
so
time.
teaching them how to create a routine
schedule.
for themselves. Yeah. And then look out for the signs. We mentioned about the signs and symptoms earlier. So monitor the signs of stress and intervene earlier, not when they have broken down or when they start crying. Celebrate their effort and the progress. not just the results.
Okay. Small wins.
Sometimes the words like parents choose also. You know,
Yeah,
it's
of
like,
course.
have you studied already?
Yeah.
Have you studied not? Right.
It's the
Rather than
narrative. What
like,
did you learn
how's your
today?
preparation coming?
Yeah.
along? You know,
Giving
something
them
like
the
that.
power, feeling like they have the power to make that decision.
Yeah, rather than sounding like a nag, right?
Exactly. No, it's true. I mean, I think it's very easy to sound like a nag because that's the language we know. But to turn it around is probably a little bit smarter as well.
Jerry, that's all up to you. You got to teach the parents that.
I was going to do that when we
the
only
role
had
playing.
we only had one person give me a scenario. No, about.
Oh.
But you said you're a very naughty
Yeah.
kid. I'll spank you twice.
Oh.
It doesn't work. Yeah, the kid will start being demotivated. They will just escape
And be
they
afraid.
will distract themselves.
Yeah.
They will procrastinate more. They will rebel. So please do not spank your kid.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Jerry. Quote.
Yes, and this is for the students by Zig Ziglar.
Zig Ziglar.
Yes, you can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic.
Say that again.
Yeah, one more time.
Okay, you can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic.
Completely agree. Yes. Dream big
Okay.
and work hard. Work hard to play hard.
That's right.
Yes. That's
Listen to the big show.
Yes.
That's why we're the big show. Okay. Thank you very much, Jerry. We'll see you next week.
Yes,
All right.
In the studio.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that.
Just come in. We love it when you come into the studio.
Perfect.
Sounds better.
All right. What's next? Oh, news coming up again. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Headline news and sports up next.